Okay, well, thanks for letting me try to help you. I put together a bunch of stuff for you, and I'm sorry it'd probably be a little overwhelming, but what I did is I put both your questions into one report because you're in the same place and in the country in Maryland, and so it's easier. You have the same questions, and so we'll do it that way if that's okay with you. If you have any more questions, don't worry, just keep asking away. I'll help you. Okay, here's the table of contents of what I got because I got about 40 pages in this report for you. So the table of contents, shows, the first the introduction with me. Then first we're going to look. I'll show you about checking your mortgage. You're worried about your mortgage, and I think that's reasonable to worry about. Then we're going to look for money to fix up your house, okay? And the best places to start with that, and really also how to go for more places too, even if they don't work. And then how to start your business, and really the first step to take in getting the free help and management consulting and things like that that you need. Then I show you all the stuff that's available at the state level, for starting and growing a business. A lot of people think, well, I got to go to the federal government and SBA. No, the state and local stuff is really where the opportunities are. Then, because of the kinds of businesses you're interested in, consulting and helping people have trouble and things like that, I'm showing you about government contracts. Man, that's better than grants or anything. And we'll go through the best sources and the grants even that are available to help you that. Now, you mentioned about a truck you may need or something like that, and that the sources I give you, particularly at the state, may have funds, for that or that you could use for that. And then others will cover later on in the report too that may have it. But here's if you're going to go out and actually borrow money, these are low interest places or even free loans you could get. So I'll make sure you get that. And that's this. Then we're going to cover crowdfunding because for your kind of business and actually anything that's a really new hot area. And then we're going to cover living expense money. Okay, so that's a big one. I could spend a career just giving you sources on that. But what I identify here is the main places. Now, one of the important things I think about doing anything in life is choosing what to do first. You have a whole bunch of things. You gave me a list, and that's overwhelming. And see, what I feel, it takes focus to get things to happen. Whether it's you can have a million things. They all sound good, and they all think, they all by themselves are probably important. You can make a case for every one of them, but you only have so much time. And something good that you're trying to make happen takes a lot of resources. I mean, I see it almost like relationships. Man, maybe there's a lot of men, a lot of women up there that all look cute and everything, but to date them all, you probably won't, wind up to a great relationship. And the same with business and your personal life. I see very little difference between our business life and our personal life. It takes focus, commitment, and things to make it happen. It's not easy. Like any relationship, man, that's not easy. My first two marriages went down the toilet because I thought, hey, that was easy. You just worry about a date on Friday if you don't have one. But it takes time and commitment and things like that. So, and that's why also another thing about all this, what your needs are in your head. Sort of like relationships too. Like I want to date some beautiful, actress or something like that or whatever. And if I concentrate on that, that's going to be my goal, no matter what. Man, that I'm gonna miss like the beautiful lady I married now and have two wonderful kids with, and we're still trying to bounce around Hollywood trying to find this lady. Probably turn out to be a nutcase anyway. And that's what I mean. So what it is, it's I think in making things happen in life is not only having your ideas, what you want to do, but then how to match them with reality and what is available out there to do. Like you need $1 million to do something. Well, you may be able to get $1 million, but man, that's a real long shot. Like me dating some actress and marrying. So what's more realistic? And you don't even know that until you start investigating. So it becomes a chicken and egg thing. So that's what I'm doing now is show you the starting places so you start getting used to what's out there to help you. There's a lot of things out there to help you. Nobody's going to write like one big check to solve all your problems. Now, wouldn't it be great to say, oh, here's $300,000, you can solve all your problems. Fix up your house, buy a car, automobile, do it. But it's not like that. You have to find out what's out there, how to make that work for what you want to do, and put together that puzzle. So that's what I do. I've been studying this thing 40 years now. And so what I'm doing here is giving you the best places to start putting those pieces of puzzle together. Because when you see something, you'll say, oh, you want one of those too. That would make sense if I just changed a little bit of what I want to do, and I can do it with that money. And see, you're asking for the wrong thing. So that's why be careful. And another thing, when you're looking for money and help, just don't say, yeah, I want a grant. No, you're looking for financial assistance. Okay, let's go through this now. My report, you're looking along. Okay, check your mortgage. Okay, right here, there's the Hope Hotline. Okay, that's the thing to contact first, and I have a video on that there. See if you're eligible for the government new subsidized mortgages. They'll go through it over the phone, no problem. Then also I have your state. Your state has a hotline too. Your state housing authority, they have mortgages also at the state. So you want to know at the state, you don't want to do some commercial person because the state stuff or the federal government's all subsidized. So you're not paying top dollar. It's like getting a bargain. So there's the federal, the state, and the state mortgage refinancing programs that are there. Also, what you want to do is make an appointment with the financial counselor. They're free. They get grants to help you for free. Got a link there, and also videos that you could see that I've interviewed actually people in the Maryland area that do this for free. They're getting grant money to help you like that. So don't get caught up. Don't go to Google and try to find, I want to refinance. You're going to get all the sharks in the world that want your money. And they have a perfect reason why you should use them, because they spend, thousands of dollars and thousands of hours trying to figure out what's the magic button to tell you to get to your money. So you don't want to deal with them. You want to deal with all these free people first who will really help you. And only have you in mind and not all the other stuff. Okay, so that's for financing. So you check those three places. Okay, now fixing up your home. Okay, now again, you go to banks and fix up money. No. You want to find the free stuff first. Okay, so all the free money programs, the government subsidized money programs, and there's two. There's one at the State Housing Authority, and I have the link there. Check their programs, contact them that you're looking for fix-up money. They have all kind of money. You'll see I have a list of programs there. If you just click on the link, you'll see all the programs they have for energy stuff and everything. And then also your city has programs. So I got you the link there to look at. And now there's two other general federal programs. One is weatherization, which is $6,500. To help you that. And the other one is for heating and cooling home repairs. So maybe you need that. And that's in Windows and all kinds of stuff going. So that's another $5,000. I have the links there, how to find out about them and get more information on them. Now there's another place for fix-up money too. And that's through nonprofit organizations. Again, don't go Google and want to fix up my home, because what you're going to get 9999999.9999 are going to be people get money for it. The people give out money for anything for free. Don't advertise, so you'll never find them in Google. But 211. Okay, now I gave you a link there for 211 for Maryland and the provider match. And if you put in on the keyword search, and you can see the graphic that I have there for you, just put in home rehab, repair, grants and loans, and you see there's about 25, 30 programs there, right there. And see if they're, they make sense to you or whatever. Even if they're just a little bit of make sense, you contact them, and see how this maybe work for you, because talking to them is the most important thing to do, because everything is not true that's online, and there's always exceptions and misunderstandings and everything. So people becoming more important nowadays because there's too much information. Also, there's a download a video tutorial of how to find online information to get money on anything to do with housing and real estate. So you want to be in the real estate business or whatever, so you get $10,000 to fix up your home, anything on real estate. But that's a tutorial, goes through how to find this online, because you'll never find it yourself. by using Google and the other traditional sources. So download that video ebook for free. Okay, now your business. Now you got a lot of stuff in your business there. And I want to help you start with getting an overview of the kinds of money and helps out there. One of the things you mentioned that you want a warehouse, a structure, a building. Now, wow, anything, I think that you should put aside first. You want to make sure your business is stable, unless you've been at it for a few years. I don't know everything you're doing, of course, and I may be wrong about my assumptions. But you want to have a stable business before you get involved in real estate in your business or whatever. And plus, even if you're looking for a grant for that, that's going to take a lot of effort. And what you want to have is a stable business first. You want to make sure that you figured out how to make money out of your business. And see, there's money and help to do that. Now, the first group I have here, look at my item number 4, and it's nonprofit organizations that help you for free in starting a business. See, these are I think, the best places to start for anything you want to do with your business. Let me get back to them here on your video. Okay, and I have 4 of them there. The Maryland Small Business Development Centers. They're wonderful. They're all over. We have the contact information. There'll be one in Baltimore, down in Maryland. They're all over. The city of Baltimore has something like that. They help small businesses start, look for money or whatever. You don't even have to spell entrepreneur. Here's one for minority and women-owned businesses, in Maryland, to help. See, these are nonprofit organizations, or the Women's Business Center. Now, they're nonprofit organizations. They're the ones. The other people trying to sell your stuff, that's it. They're there to see how much money they make. And it's easy to get caught up in our society that all they're thinking about and trying to help you is, where am I going to sell you something more? So also I have a video here. And so look at the video I have on the business development centers. You see how legitimate these people are, and great, and they're there to help you. Okay, let's see. I'm messing around with this report. So we got that small business. Now the next thing on the business is your state money. Now I have all the states. Man, look at this. There's so many things at the state, and I list them all there. All that's available. Look at Maryland Economic Development Assistance Authority Fund, Economic Development Opportunities Fund, Maryland Adjustment Economic Adjustment. All these are money for business. Small Minority Women-Owned Business Account, Video Lottery Terminal Fund. So they have lottery money that's going to small business. Small Business Fund here in Maryland. See, all these Small Business Credit Initiative, Advanced Maryland, all these things. See, to get to know all those things, it's best when you take a look at, get to one of these free consulting services. They'll help you walk through all these stuff. There's even, if you want to start your business out in the rural area of Maryland, there's even more money for that. Or business accelerators. This is interesting and may be interesting for you. They're around Maryland. There's a listing of them there. Now they have money. What they'll do, some of them will give you like $5,000, $50,000 to work on your business as you work through your business plan and everything, because of what they see in you. Hey, you have something that's going to grow and create jobs in Maryland. So they have sort of like an incubator, accelerator. They take you. I give speeches in Baltimore at some of these. Where they have people working on ideas. They give them money. They give them office space. They give them management consulting help, financial service, all these kind of things for free to help you make sure you get your business off the ground. Also here, there's $9,000 at Maryland to train. So you want to take a train. And this is really any kind of training. You think, oh, I need to know computers better for my job. So you can take a 3-month course in computers, or you want to hire somebody who's good at something and send them to get training. Maryland has free grant money for that kind of training. So make sure you're aware of that. Maybe you're not going to use it now, but you may in the future. And also remember, if you're after an SBA loan, you don't have to hire an expert, an accountant, a lawyer, and things like that. I show you there. I have a video at that section to have that. And there's grants for technology technology startups. Now, I don't know, I don't think your business is either with technology, but I want to make sure you have this information if it's technology. And then there's 25 sources of cheap office space and free consulting. See, this is all places where new startups are going now, and they're helping each other, grow the business. And here's another interesting thing. Here's how to save. You save $1, and the government puts in an extra $4 or $5, or even if it's $3, sometimes it's $8 for your savings for a business. Wow. I mean, that's like win the lottery. You put in $1 million, somebody else just puts in $3 million. You just make $3 million. You don't get that kind of return anywhere. So see, you could the link there will tell you who in the area. Contact those banks, see if you're eligible for them. Free money to live on when you start a business. These are people out of work, so you could use your unemployment money to start a business instead of just taking it when they say, oh, you have to look for a job. No, there's a lot of states now that you don't have to do that. Okay, so that's how to find out there. Now, here's another thing I think: selling to the government. Man, your services, particularly helping, people who are trying to get back in the job market. The government has a lot of business for that. And I think, what's better than a government grant is a government contract. Man, my wife, not my wife. Ooh, that's a Freudian slip. My sister, she has a business out in Virginia where she frames stuff for the government, does like $1 million of business for the government right in a garage down there. So once you learn that, it's like elephant hunting. It's over and over. You learn how to get a grant. That's one time, and who knows how long you're going to get it. So that's why now what's neat about contracts, you could get a grant to figure out how to get a contract. I got the links here. There's offices. See, the government does is give grants to experts who know how to get government contracts. They help you get government contracts, and they give you grants to help get out of government contracts. Not only that, they help you through all the paperwork and all this kind of stuff. You don't have to hire attorneys or accountants or experts and all that. I got videos there of government officials who tell you how it's done, so you don't have to get sucked up in these experts who say, you don't know anything, and you know me, and as long as you give me $10,000, you'll be happy. You won't. You'll be out 10 grand probably. Okay, now Maryland gives you tons of free help on government contracts. That's another source of government contracts. Here's your state. The city also helps you get government contracts. So there's so much help on getting contracts. Because the amount of contracts is gazillion dollars versus grants and or you got loans or anything like that. Man, that's why, and it's forever. You learn how to get that once, it's forever. You live out of forever and have a wonderful business forever. Okay, now if you want to get money to buy that truck or whatever you need, business money, go to the alternative sources. I have them here, like Zip Kiva. Now that's like a nonprofit, zero interest loan. Now, isn't it better, zero interest, and you go to a bank or whatever, and all these people that charge you 10, 20, 15% interest. Or here, Economic Development Office, Community Development Banks. These are cheaper, and actually Starbucks even supports them, gave millions of money so they could get them to small business through these people. And it shows you where to find a local one there. ACM, that's another one. And then the other online places to get business loans that are cheaper than banks. That's what's happening now. We're cutting out the fat cat middleman because all they did was, just take money, skim money off the top, and made the rest of us cost more. Now on platforms and what's going on, we're able to get money cheaper, whatever, and it's pretty much secure as far as I can say. I don't hear any horror stories yet. So you probably heard of Lending Club and Prosper, and that's why the big banks are trying to get in it. Now here's another thing you really have to know about is crowdfunding. Man, they're giving out more money in crowdfunding than ever before. It's going to be like $34 billion last year, and it's going to be, growing at double last year, probably double again this year. Actually, the government gives out, crowdfunding. That's where the crowds are giving out money. They gave out more money than artists than the National Endowment of the Arts. And now businesses are really going to prosper from this, because the thing about crowdfunding money, it's the people. It's no fat cat that's in the middle. See, it's free too. You could try to get this money and it costs you nothing. There's no income requirements either. You don't have to do a credit check. You don't have to fill out financial statements. There's no complicated form. It's fast. In a month or two, you know what happened. There's no fat cat gatekeepers. And what's neat about it, if your idea is good, you get the money from people who are going to continually support your idea. See, it's the crowds out there who determine whether this is a good idea, and they help you along with this. And what's interesting too, and there's a report here I have from this that you could download. It shows you how women are 100% more successful than men at doing crowdfunding money. See, if you have a business and you're trying to get like venture capital money or something from these fat cats, yeah, well, actually, 95% of the venture capital money comes from men. So 95% of venture capital goes to men. So women are SOL, right? So but that's not happening in crowdfunding, and that's what's neat about, because the funders, the people who give out money in crowdfunding, almost half of them, 45% of them, are female. That's why women who have projects and crowdfunding are kicking the pants out of men because they're the women are ruling. It's not just some white fat cat, middle-aged guy, deciding their fate. It's millions or thousands of people all over the world deciding, all kinds of people. That's what's neat, and that's why this is a great growth thing. So download that subject. I got samples here of people how they even used it for consulting businesses, what you have. I show you samples of all that, and then download this one about women, how they're 100%, up to 100% more successful than men at using crowdfunding. So that's really cool. Okay, now the last thing I want to take up is paying daily expenses. I put in here a list of 25 of the best programs to help you pay daily expenses while you're doing your business or going back to school or living in money, even if you have still your full-time job or whatever. And by the way, don't forget, having your full-time job, I have some data, and I'll show you that link if you really want to see it, that people who don't quit their full-time job while they're doing their new business are more successful at their new business. Those who quit and jump in are less successful. So it's good not to quit your day job until you really get settled on your other. But there's 25 programs here. Paying phone bill, utility bills, mortgages, all this kind of stuff. 25 different ones that you get, and all the local offices, in your state there. They're all there to contact to see if you apply, how to apply, and all this kind of stuff. Even missing money. Then also there's one more download here, and it's 46 ways to make extra money while you're doing anything else. And this is the new gig economy. You've heard of Uber and Airbnb and stuff like that, but there's dozens and dozens of ways to make it. I mean, you got stuff in your closet you're not using, man. You go online, they send you boxes and everything, and you're making extra money for that. You have some closet space in the basement you're not using. You could make money on that because people will pay you money just to store their stuff because you've seen all the storage areas, right? So why do it there? You could do it and make extra money. So there's, like I say, dozens. Actually, what now a cute one that I see is that you could have people, you could take people to the ball game. Foreigners come to the country, want to go to the ball game. You love going to the ball game, you take them to the ball game when they're in town. See, all this stuff too is all on an app. You just work when you want to. Traditionally in our country, if you wanted a part-time job, it was like some pizza delivery guy. You had to go every day, 5 at night to 9 o'clock, and they want. Here, it's flexible. No boss. You do it when you want to. Yeah, and it's like being independent, but you don't have to worry about accounting because the platform takes care of accounting. You don't have to worry about insurance because they take care of that, or taxes. They handle everything, and people are giving you the business. Before, you had to put up cards all over the neighborhood and all this kind of stuff to look for business. But no, millions of people are doing that. We have an extra apartment downtown that we use. Man, we make a ton of money. Just put it on Airbnb and they handle everything. And just take a small fraction, but it costs nothing up front to try. That's why. So you got 46 places you could start doing that too as a way to make extra money. And give me a shout. Yeah, I got a question. I know this is overwhelming. I try to start it in packages. The most important thing is to get involved, start getting some data, some information, and get feedback. And because your ideas will change as you get more feedback on all this stuff. What is a better possibility for you? Because only you could tell that, and only you can make that decision once you sink your teeth into the stuff.